We want to turn now to our man at the Capitol, Doug Richards, live under the Gold Dome. Doug, you are always keeping track of the latest bills and proposals moving their way through the state legislature, and now we are coming up on crunch time as we approach the end of Georgia's 40-day lawmaking session. Doug, there's a particular bill that you are following today, and it impacts homeowners associations and is known as a Property Owners Bill of Rights.
Gosh, that may be what it's called. It's certainly a bill that has been getting a fair amount of attention from both sides of the aisle here in the not only the Georgia House of Representatives, which is where we are now, but also the state Senate. And it really kind of flipped when a powerful Republican from Noonan, Matt Brass, who is the chairman of the Senate Rules Committee, decided to take it on after Democrats had kind of been marching in the wilderness on this issue for a bunch of years. And so this is a bill that actually passed the Senate, came out of the Senate, and a lot of backers sort of realized that maybe it would do some good to change some of the language that in order to sort of perfect it before it got passed by both the Senate and the House. And so it got into a House hearing this morning wherein both people who were for and against the bill spoke. Let's hear from Michael Shepard, who's been really active on this homeowners association issue for a number of years.
Association boards are voluntary, which they are, but you cannot say that oversight is too much for a volunteer board when that volunteer board has the power to take your greatest asset, which is your home. They have the ability to levy you with tens of thousands of dollars in fines.
So that was a point of view that was shared by a lot of people, not only critics of homeowners associations, but even folks who spoke up on behalf of homeowners associations agreed that there were some out there who may have been a little excessive, and the folks we heard from tended to be people who represented associations that were smaller and less aggressive than the homeowners associations that they're trying to rein in with this bill. So the bill got some criticism today, but ultimately the chairman of the bill says he hopes that it will pass out of the House committee on Thursday, get a vote here in the House, and then be able to cross back over before adjournment in 17 days or so, Zach? Something like that. Who's counting?
Who's counting? You're counting, I'm counting, and I suspect all the lawmakers under the Gold Dome are counting. Doug, last question, hopefully a quick one, if I can prevent myself from too long of a preamble here. But how much support does this bill have under the Gold Dome as we do approach that end of the legislative session? Is this something that is likely to pass?
Well, it already passed the Senate, and the Senate it's not a 2/3 majority of Republican senators, but it got bipartisan votes when it passed the Senate. The committee members are bipartisan and chaired by Republicans. So the long answer to your short question is it has substantial bipartisan support, which is part of the reason why they seem motivated to actually make this thing happen in the next 17 days.
Doug, a short answer and a good answer. We always appreciate you, sir. Thank you for keeping us on top of everything happening under the Gold Dome. We will check back in with you later. Thank you, Doug.